broadcast crew and I, Delit Zahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Workshop to ensure youth participation in agricultural development held in Central Region. Seminar addressing control of communicable diseases conducted in Maimina and Ma'an subzones. At least 62 dead after torrential rain floods in Spain's Valencia region. And heat-related death and diseases rising due to climate change. On our local news, workshop to ensure youth participation in agricultural development held in Central Region and seminars addressing control of communicable diseases conducted. The Department of Agriculture and Land in the Central Region, in collaboration with the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch, organized a workshop on 31st October in Asmara to encourage youth participation in agricultural development. Mr. Asrat Haile, Head of Agriculture and Land in the region, highlighted that the Ministry of Agriculture has launched 5-year Strategic Plan 2024 to 2028 to advance agricultural initiatives in partnership with the key stakeholders. He noted that various theoretical and practical training programs will be organized in the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students to boost youth involvement in agriculture. Mr. Samson Kifle, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the region, explained that the workshop aimed to build the capacity and creativity of youth in agricultural development, ensuring their active role in the national economic progress. He expressed appreciation for those who organized the successful workshop. Mr. Saleh Ahmeddin, chairman of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students, urged the youth to strengthen their engagement in these initiatives. In his remark at a workshop closing, Mr. Arafai Naberham, Minister of Agriculture, emphasized the program's alliance with the Ministry of Agriculture's goal to ensuring nutritious food for all and everywhere, and called for subzonal administrators to take a leading role in this effort. The participants expressed a desire for the workshops continue to sustain the basis. Seminar focusing on controlling communicable diseases, particularly malaria and HIV/AIDS, were held in Maimina and Ma'ani subzone in the southern region. The organization of the collaboration with the National Union of Eritrean Women and Health Facilities in the subzone, the seminar aimed to raise awareness and promote preventive measures. Nurse Barakh Takhleh at Kudo Abu Ur Health Center highlighted the potential rise of malaria cases during the rainy season due to increased rainfall, and he called for sustained environmental sanitation efforts and the proper use of impregnated bed nets to reduce risk. Nurse Barakh also urged pregnant women to increase their knowledge about communicable diseases, especially HIV and AIDS, and to make regular visits to health facilities for health checkups and guidance for medical professionals. Ms. Kudusan Mabratom, head of the National Union of Eritrean Women in the Southern Region, emphasized that the enhanced women's awareness can positively impact societal understanding in health issues and called for stronger community involvement. The subzonal administrators underscored the importance of the seminar in increasing public awareness about health concerns. They also stressed the need to avoid complacency in the consistency of these impregnated bed nets. The viewers will be back with the international news shortly. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. At least 62 people have died in a flash of floods that swept through Spain's eastern region, Valencia, after torrential rain, the state government said in a statement on Wednesday. The statement further noted that some people remained isolated in the inaccessible locations and reach certain areas were absolutely impossible. Heavy storms on Tuesday triggered floods across the part of the southern and eastern Spain. Footage shared on social media showed vehicles being swept away down the street in a mud-colored water. More than 1,000 soldiers from Spain Emergency Response Unit were deployed to the affected areas, in the central government has set up crisis committee to help coordinate rescue efforts. Emergency service in Valencia urged citizens to avoid any kind of road travel to follow their further updates for official resources. On our last news, climate change is rising temperature is dangerous level, causing more death and the spread of infectious diseases while worsening drought and food insecurity, a new report from The Lancet has warned. In 2023, the hottest year on record, the average person experienced 50 more days of dangerous temperature that would have not without climate change. The report was released at heat waves, fire, hurricanes, drought, flood, and continued force this year was expected to surpass 2023 to become the hottest year on record. The report further stated that elderly are the susceptible, with the number of related deaths in people over 65 last year reaching a level of 167% above the number of such deaths in 1990s. Year on year, the deaths directly associated with climate change are increasing. However, heat is affecting not just the temporary mortality rate, that has also increased the disease and pathologies associated with heat exposure. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news, so let's have a quick recap of the headlines.